Okay. All right. So Travis N says, and he's talking about my video where I did a remote. I was doing a remote job from another country, which I've done from time. I don't do it very often. I mean, here soon I'm gonna start doing it a lot more, but haven't done this a lot in the past. But how did you manage time zone differences while working remotely internationally? What hours was your work day like overseas while overseas? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's one thing. If you plan on doing this, one of the most brutal things about working for a U.S. company and then going to another country, right? Excluding Canada and Mexico, because they pretty much have the same time zones, Pacific to Eastern. They pretty much have the same kind of time zones we have, and it's only like a few hours difference, right? At most, maybe 3 hours one way or the other. But wow, so if you go overseas like me, I'm literally going to the other side of the planet in some cases, and I'll be working. It is brutal. That is brutal, and that's something I haven't talked enough about. And that's a great question, actually. I should probably do a whole video about that. But I'm just going to tell you like briefly. Let me just show you. I want to show you what I'm talking about, so you can get a very good idea of what I mean. So I'm going to show you here. Here's some videos from me in Thailand. I was in Thailand. I was at the time working for a company, a U.S. company, and I was literally, some of these videos are me working and talking. I'll be working and then I'll just do a quick video and be talking about it. And it's, let me see, is this the video? See how it's night? Yeah, and this video right here, let me see if I can. Yeah, this is this is me. It's daytime in the US, but I was in, I think, the Philippines at this time. It was between Philippines and Thailand, and it was like 3 a.m. there. And I was just talking about breaking everything down about how I'm preparing myself and all that kind of stuff, and how actually, yeah, in this video I was talking about how brutal it was to work those two different time zones, because it's literally daytime in the US while it's nighttime there, and it's pain. It hurts. It physically hurts. If you like, especially if you like sleep. Like, watch this. So if I Mountain Standard Time versus Philippines time, Mountain Standard. Look at this. Look at the time difference. The time difference is crazy. It's a 14-hour time difference. So when it's day here, it's night there. When it's night there, it's day here. So I'd be overseas working, and I'm like doing a full day. I've done it a few times, but I'll have a full day overseas, and I am exhausted. And what I do to do this is I won't go to sleep. I get off the plane, and you know how you have jet lag, you just want to take a shower, get in bed, just like go to sleep, and it's daytime in this other country. If you've ever traveled that far before, what I'll do is I'll just stay awake. I'll just stay up, and I'll keep my body acclimated to whatever time my job is, and give myself a little bit of slack, you know, like maybe sleep early or wake up later or something like that. And then but it's worth it, because on the weekends I can do whatever I want. Now I'm still jet lagged and tired because my body's on Mountain Standard Time or Eastern Time or whatever it is. And another thing, like what I've done before, is I've been sent to other countries from a company. A company has sent me to another country, and then I'm working. Like I was working for the federal government, some company, and they sent me to Australia, and I was doing an assessment in Australia, and man, I did not recover. That one was really hard, actually. That was like one of the first times I did that. And I'm working, I have to work on Australian time. I had to literally switch from Mountain Standard Time to Australian time, and I was having a hard time adjusting. So yeah, so I mean, what I do is if I have to stay on Eastern Standard Time, I stay I keep my body on Eastern Standard Time. And it's brutal because I'm up. I'll be in the Philippines or Thailand or Europe or whatever, and it'll be 3 a.m., but my body is wide awake. And rather than trying to acclimate and get adjusted to the new time, the new light and night, the day and night, system there, I'll just stay awake. That's how I do it. It's really hard to do, but I mean, if you really want to travel and you want to make that money, like continuing to work, then that's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. I highly recommend it, because even though it's hard to do, to stay awake, it's worth it, because you're living your life. Like you're living your life to the full. I love traveling. So on the weekends or holidays, or sometimes I'll be over there, I'll work for a bit, like 1-2 days, and then I'll take the day off. I'll say, hey guys, I'm going to take this day off, and then I'll have like a long weekend. I'll have like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or something. I have like 4 days that I can just have a good time in Europe or in wherever I'm at, and then, then go back to work. That's what I've done. It's been great. I'm going to travel quite a bit more real soon. I've got some trips coming up, and I'm going to hopefully do some videos from there.